You're not on the field, court, or ice. You're on the couch. From PG to DC, this is Coaching from the Couch with your host, CWall. Delivering coverage for all DC sports teams from the hometown perspective. Nats, Skins, Mystics, DC United, Washington Wizards, Caps, Bowie State.
My name's CWall, I'm a PG girl. Down for my skins, I don't know if you heard. If you like watching sports, then I am your girl. Sit down on the couch if you're not on the field. Cold on the ice, pick any sport that you want. Know that I cover it tight. What would you like? From baseball to football and more. The list can go on the whole night. Big shouts out to my HBCU fam. Never forget who I am through the wins and the losses, the highs and the lows. We gotta stay strong, so I stay 10 toes. Make the competition back. The way I kick it, make them mad, man. CWall and we live and direct. Sit back on the couch and relax. Come on.
5, 2.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome. Yes. Welcome to Coaching from the Couch. We are live from 87 TV Network, down at the wharf, right down here. I wish we could do it outside. Maybe one day we will. Just gave myself an idea. Live on air. All right. You guys, listen. It has been 2 weeks since I saw all of you. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. Listen, I love talking to you guys about some of my favorite things, and that's all DC sports teams. I miss y'all, seriously. And today I have CWall team members. Joy is here, Sabrina is here, Gerard of 87 TV Network is here, and they get to deal with my craziness up until 8 o'clock. Seriously. Because I am way too excited about all of the topics. I have to, I said in the video before, I have to stick to the show program. So I guess I can't deviate too much, but, they'll keep me on point, hopefully. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, but first, make sure you are sharing the show with your DC sports loving family and friends. Okay? Definitely want to make sure. You can always watch the show again, of course. But we definitely want to get them involved in the live conversation. So, let's go ahead and get started. First of all, this wasn't even on. And see, I'm already going off script. This was not in my things to talk about, because it just came out late this afternoon, but they have officially announced they are tearing down RFK. Dang. Is anybody else sad like me? I mean, they may as well, quite frankly. I mean, all I'm saying is goodbye. Well, you got 2 years. We have 2 years to say goodbye by 2021. It should be all wrapped up and done. It will be a recreational and event center space. So there's that. That finally came out, and I was like, okay, well, we kind of already knew it was going away, but now we know for a fact it's going away. Now, of course, we have all these, trying not to get to the Redskins, we have all these rumors about, the Redskins' next location. So who knows what the implications are for that. But I guess we shall see very soon. Now what I have to get to. Marilyn versus Howard last week. I have to talk about this. I have to talk about the Terps season opener. I was going to talk about the Terps season opener anyway, but it was against Howard University. Now everybody that knows me knows that I am a Hampton University graduate, as is Sabrina. Mm-hmm. We are Hamptonians. We are proud Hamptonians. But we are also advocates for HBCUs. And let me just say, I'm not saying, hold on. Let me back up. I'm not saying that Howard had to win. But what I am saying is they didn't have to lose like that.
They always lose like that. Yeah, they always do.
I mean, they probably always do. But listen. I believe, and I have the notes here. Of course, there's a dollar amount attached to these things, right? I think it was $350,000 that Howard gets, and of course they get a ton of complimentary tickets and all of those things. So, got it. But I'm like, if they're gonna play, let's get it done. Like you could have scored something, a field goal. A 2-point convert, something. But I guess you can only do it to something. A safety. We couldn't get nothing on the board. All right. Okay. But I understand that there's like I said, a financial component to that as well. The school does get money, which is awesome, which is totally awesome. But, I could talk about this topic for hours, just overall, just the HBCU exposure and getting, top recruits, high school recruits, going to all of the HBCUs and all across sports. I could talk about that whole show on that topic. But they really got beat down last week. And I was like, at one point, I think I might have posted, stop the game. My gosh. Like, what is going on here? But, you don't stop the game. You got to play through. You got to press through. And hopefully, for both teams, it was a learning experience. Now, just going back to Maryland, I'm going to say, wow. And what a showing in the opening of the Mike Locksley era. It was interesting to hear the after-game press conference because Coach Locksley was still talking about the things they needed to work on. And I was like, well, I mean, and that's the right thing. I mean, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. He talked about the number of mistakes that were made. Even Josh Jackson. Oh, just a terrific game. Josh Jackson had, 4 touchdowns in the first half. I mean, by the end of the game, it was all the reserves were playing. The starters did not have to play the second half. So, even though I was seeing a lot of reports saying, but it was Howard. And, I have to talk, save that for another day. But even with saying that, it was a very strong showing of what Maryland has to offer this year. Saturday is going to be a big game. They're playing Syracuse at noon on Saturday. So we'll see what happens. I'm very anxious to see how that game goes and just really taking a hard look and seeing what I saw. Now, I'm not expecting them to beat Syracuse 79-0. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is let's see how strong of a showing they have against the Cuse. That'll be a good game to watch, for sure. Moving on, I have some Wizards updates. Want to talk about some of the things that the Wizards are doing in the community that I think is just fantastic. You all know I love to incorporate community activities and what folks are doing out here in the community because I think that's important. So today, Isaiah Thomas had a backpack giveaway at Henley Elementary School in Southeast. He gave out approximately 400 book bags. I just thought that was absolutely awesome. That was today from 1:30 to 3. And on Saturday, Jordan McCray is having a back-to-school event for 50 kids from the Southeast Family Center. So they'll be doing autographs, school supplies, pictures, T-shirts, the whole nine. At Parish Hall of St. Francis Xavier. That's actually right next to the Southeast Family Center. So that is Saturday at 11 a.m. Kudos to the team. Kudos to the players because they are consistently in the community giving back. So whenever I know about something, I either try to get there. If I can't get there, then I'm talking about it on the show because I think that's important for everybody to know of what they're doing. Want to talk about Rui Hachimura really quickly. Wizards fans, you guys are probably seeing so much about Rui this week considering it's World Cup time. He is playing for Japan And, Japan, they're not winning anything. But he's had a strong showing. And it's already delight for me to watch because I already see a different player. And Wizards general manager, we can say that now, Wizards general manager Tommy Shepard even made the trip. And he's been watching him in person. And he's already growing. It seems like he's having a lot of fun, but he's also taking it seriously. He's been getting a lot of positive feedback from now his fellow NBA community, but from those veterans who are like, yeah, this kid's got a lot of upside. So I bring that up because I know the night of the draft, there were quite a few unhappy Wizards fans with that pick. But I see some good things. I see some great things. I liked him when he was in college. It wasn't like, I wasn't wowed, but I could see what a team would see in him for sure. I think there was some confusion perhaps on the number, him being drafted 9th. But, Wizards fans, a lot of positive things. Positive. Let's stay positive. And he's had a positive showing so far that I think is worth getting excited about for certain. For certain. So, definitely need to move on, stay on topic, stay on task, because I'm on the clock. Listen, okay, I think I'm okay though. But Nats. Here's what I had to say about the Nats, straight up and down. Because I don't have, a lot on the Nats right now other than we need to pay Anthony Rendon. Okay, let me get that out because I know. Let me just get that out. But it's a couple different things here. Couple different things. I don't know if you all saw the game Tuesday night. I have to talk about this. They were down 6 runs, 7 runs, and came back in the 9th inning. I wish I was there. And the crazy thing is, I know folks that said that they had left the game. They said, we gone. We out. Because it looked like they were going to sure enough lose. But, hey, listen. They came back in historic fashion, and that was something to see. And I just love the energy. I know there's been some conversation about the attendance at the games, and I'm always going to tell you guys to go to the game. Okay? Go to the game. Go check them out live. It's always fun. To me, the live game experience is unmatched. So I'm always going to advocate for going to a game in person. But let me tell you something. Tuesday night, I happened to be talking to my mom on the phone. Just by default, the TV was still on the Nats. Had gotten off the phone with her. I look up and I'm just watching because it's the bottom of the ninth, it's probably over, right? And the way that they came back was completely... I had one of those moments that I was like, when stuff start happening like this, y'all, we on our way to the top. When this kind of good luck stuff start happening, because that was something like a miracle. I didn't know what was happening. I said I had never in my life seen nothing like that. And I was excited and joyful, but then they turned around and lost yesterday. So they lost. They lost yesterday. They were back to where they are at times, but they're still looking good. Very important series here against the Atlanta Braves. They've got to be on point with the Atlanta Braves. 4 games starting tonight, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They got to stay on point. Stay on target. Stay on target for sure. And I'm excited. I'm excited on what's to come. Go to a game. When they come back, I better see y'all at the game. Okay? For sure. All right. So, you guys, here is one of the topics I have been just waiting to discuss. Just waiting to discuss. Guess what it's about? Nope, it's not the Redskins. I'll talk about them later. Okay, you're going to have to wait. It is about the Washington Mystics. Let me tell y'all something about these Mystics. I have said it, and I will continue to say it. This team, I'm telling you, when they lost that championship last year, something happened to them, you know. They said they're not going to go through this again. You can't get that close and get beat like that and then it's all gone away. Oh, no. They have seized the opportunity. The hunger is there. Have come together and they are whooping up on people offensively. I'm telling you guys, the last 2 regular season home games, we got one tomorrow night, okay, at the Entertainment and Sports Arena. We got one on Sunday, okay? I know Sunday's a little tough. I know the NFL is back. I get it. But listen, they on point, y'all. I've been trying to tell y'all for the last 3 months to go to the Mystics game. First of all, the arena is fabulous. But they are just, they beat the New York Liberty 93-77. Alina Deladon, 25 first half points, right? Beyond a leader. Ariel Atkins, 80% shooting from the 3-point line. What? Look at me, okay? They are, I'm trying to tell, listen, I know what I'm looking at, okay? So let's just say that. People, now, you know, this is when the fan aspect starts seeping in and people are like, oh, you just saying that because you're a fan. Oh, no. I'm saying this because I know what I am watching, and these ladies are about that life. They ready, okay? And they are just so poised. They are so focused. They are balling the entire time. And it's just, I saw your comment just a moment ago, Cameron. They're going to sweep the entire playoffs. Watch. I mean, I don't know if they're going to sweep everything, but they're going for the championship. It's no doubt about it. They are now beating their franchise record of wins. They're at 24 wins for the season. They are the best team in the WNBA. Be the top seed. So they get some time to rest up. And you know, for some people, they don't really like when the teams can rest up. They think that's a bad thing. When the teams get an opportunity to rest. I don't think that's a bad thing because we know Christy Tolliver and I believe Ariel Powers, I always get the Ariels mixed up. They are dealing with some injuries. So it gives them the opportunity to get themselves right. But Alina Deladon, Player of the Month of August. She's gotten the Player of the Month award every month. Eastern Conference Player of the Month. Every month. Coach Mike Tebow, can't say enough about Coach Mike and what he has done. I mean, his record overall, just as a WNBA head coach, is phenomenal. It is splendid. And what he is doing with this team, what he has done, and all the cards, here we go, y'all. This is when I get back in my little, everything's falling into place. I think we'll have something to celebrate. And these ladies want to win. They want to bring a championship here. And that is what it is all about. That is all about just the hunger and the want to do it. And you know what? I'm glad I just saw this. It's Elena Delle Don's birthday. Did y'all go on Instagram and Twitter and tell her happy birthday? Because I did. I did. I told her. And so today is her birthday. So we definitely want to wish her a happy birthday. But hear me out, people. We're going to talk about this every week until they win. We're not even going to talk about it until they win, okay? I don't even like bold predictions like that. That's not normally what I normally do. But I'm telling you, they have just been awesome to watch. All right, let's move on to the Redskins. We're going to make the whole last part of this show count. I have the roster here. I have this roster here in front of me. Here we are, week 1, everybody. Week 1, NFL. The Redskins taking on the Eagles on Sunday at 1 o'clock at that dangerous Lincoln Field. At that dangerous place. Hostile environment. It will be loud in there, as Coach Gruden said in the presser yesterday when asked about giving the younger players advice. What did he tell them? I mean, yeah, it's going to be hard for everybody. It's going to be loud in there. It's going to be rough. And it is. That's all I got for you. It's like, I'm just playing. That's not all I have. This is the time that, I mean, to me, this season, and they've been saying it and we've been hearing it, win now, right? They don't have time to figure it out. The first part of this season it's rough. It is. And anybody will say, well, everybody can have a rough season. Everybody can do this, or that can be rough, or that can be rough. No, that's not necessarily true. I think that the Redskins have a very tough schedule starting out. Very tough. So, one of the first updates, I know folks have been asking about Jordan Reed. So Jordan Reed was at practice yesterday and today, but he is still in concussion protocol. The team, he's got to go through protocol. Like that's just is what it is. He is still in concussion protocol, and he has to go through concussion protocol and get cleared before he can return. But he was at practice yesterday, was at practice today. And let me just say this as well. There's still a lot of faith in Jordan Reed. I know, Redskins fans. I get it. You're tired of him. He always hurt. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Seriously. And nobody's more irritated by that than Jordan. Y'all think we all irritated. Nobody's more upset about that than he is. Trust me on that one, okay? Trust me on that one. So, I know I have quite a few Redskins fans watching. Randy Hawkins, I see you're watching. Mike Lowry, Cameron Mingo, as I mentioned before, John Adams, Redskins CWall, Redskins writer Sherrod Oliphant, he's watching. Listen, and we've all had these conversations about Jordan Reed. They still got a lot of confidence in Jordan Reed and believes that Jordan, he changes the offense. He is an elite player. And so the hope is he is a must-have. Get him back out there. Whether or not he will be out there tomorrow, we will see when the next injury report comes out. So we will check that out then. Who knows? Another topic of conversation that came up this week. Guys starting. Everyone knows Geis was drafted in the second round last year. Geis got hurt first preseason game, and in comes Adrian Peterson to save the day. While he did not save the day, because it was a lot more that he had to save than just the day dealing with the Redskins, we all know what he did, right? And he won Team Offensive Player of the Year as a result of what he contributed to the team last year. So, of course, there was a lot of conversation around him starting or Geis starting over Adrian Peterson. And even I had the question. Can we just be real about it? I had the question myself. I was like, okay. And here's the thing. I had the question because it's all this win now, win now, win now. Gruden has been quoted as saying, potential gets you cut. Potential gets you beat. So I'm like, well, that's what we relying on with Geis is potential. Okay. It's going to work out. I truly believe it's going to work out. I have very high hopes for Darius Geis. I absolutely do. He absolutely wants to be here. He absolutely has the skill sets to make it happen. Again, after what he went through last year and he's back, I have full confidence that he is up for the job. And who better to have coaching him, as another asset than Adrian Peterson. Like, if you're a starter and you got Adrian Peterson backing you up, the run game can be absolutely vicious, for real. It was going to be vicious. It's going to be tight either way. It's going to be tight either way. So, look forward to that position group showing off, quite frankly. For a lack of a better term, let me just go ahead and be myself for a moment and tell you, they gonna get that. They gonna show off. No doubt in my mind. When they get the football, they flying. They out of there. As long as the offensive line can hold up. As long as the offensive line can hold up. Which leads me to the next topic regarding the Redskins, which is Adrian Peterson did share with local media that he saw Trent Williams last night. They talked, they chit-chatted. He said there's nothing, he didn't have any feedback or any advice to say other than they checked on each other. He's seen how he was doing. Everyone knows that Trent Williams, he does come back and forth. Just so everybody knows, he does come back and forth because he has a house here. I believe his kids are still in school here. So he was in town. He's either in town and he's already left. Either way, he was here. And somebody saw him with their own eyes. I'm going to say this. Redskins fans, keep your eyes close. Because the Redskins might have some big news coming up soon. You never know. Trent just might be back. He might not. But I would keep my ears and eyes open for some breaking news. You just, you never can just guess this thing all the way right. You never know. Might be shocked. Might be surprised. So that's my Trent Williams spiel. Also, my other spiel. There's been a lot of talk about the wide receivers. And, hey, I have high, they can only do what they can do. There are no proven threats in the wide receiver corps. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely the case. But I think there is enough talent to make something happen. Going back just a moment to last week, if it's two people I did not think the Redskins were going to cut, it was Josh Doctson and it was Samaje Perine. And they cut both of them. So that lets me know that they are definitely in win now mode, and they're not going for, okay, we're going to keep working with you. No, they liked what they saw at that position based on who was there, and they said bye to both of those guys. And so because so many positions on this team has been counted out, I'm definitely looking forward to their response, because every week it's a don't nobody know this person, don't nobody know that one. So let's see how they do as the underdog. Let's see how they do as the underdog. So we're about to close out right now. We're about at that time, DC sports fans. Before I go, I have to wish, other than Elena Deladon, a happy birthday, I have to wish my aunt and my godmother, my aunt Sis, I have to wish her a happy birthday, and also have to wish one of CWall's, Coaching from the Couch, biggest supporters, fans, watches the show every week, shares the show every week, John Adams. Happy birthday to you.
Happy
both.
birthday, John.
Happy birthday. All righty, you guys, we'll see what happens on Sunday, and then we'll be right back here next Thursday at 7:30. See you all next week.
You're not on the field, court, or ice. You are on the couch. From PG to DC, this is Coaching from the Couch with your host, CWall. Delivering coverage for all DC sports teams from the hometown perspective. Nats, Skins, Mystics, DC United, Washington Wizards, Caps, Bowie State.
My name's CWall, I'm a PG girl. Down for my skins, I don't know if you heard. If you like watching sports, then I am your girl. Sit down on the couch if you not on the field. Cold on the ice, pick any sport that you want. Know that I cover it tight. What would you like? From baseball to football and more. The list can go on the whole night. Big shouts out to my HBCU fam. Never forget who I am through the wins and the losses, the highs and the lows. We gotta stay strong, so I stay 10 toes. Make the competition back. The way I kick it, make 'em mad, man. CWall and we live and direct. Sit back on the couch and relax. Come on.